Captain Zimmer and Fleet Leader Stacy were in deep, heated discussion. Voices were raised and Stacy banged his fist on the table as he tried to make his point. A crisis had arisen in Luminaria that had to be addressed. Zimmer was under pressure to reduce costs and had identified a systemic issue that was draining the mothership of revenue. "We can't do it," declared Stacy. "Our biggest starship pilots will not tolerate this." "But this is the right thing to do," insisted Zimmer. "The royalty cap is costing us $2 million a year in lost royalties. The formula was conceived over 20 years ago. It doesn't work with today's economics. I think I can convince the larger owners to agree to some kind of change, but they'll never agree to this," said Stacy. "They say that you're penalising them for their success." Zimmer wanted to raise the royalty cap and change the way that it had been calculated for the last 20 years. The cap favoured the largest starship pilots as they enjoyed royalty-free revenue over the cap. "They have become lazy fat cats," Zimmer said, fuming. "They aren't growing their franchise constellations anymore. They're happy to cruise along, enjoying the inflated profitability that the royalty cap gives them. If we don't fix this, it's going to bleed us dry." "I'm telling you they won't stand for it," retorted Stacy. 12 of our largest starship pilots are banded together and they're threatening to take legal action if we do this. "We have legal advice that we can do this, but a legal battle with our 12 largest starship pilots will hurt us enormously," said Zimmer. "We'll have to cut costs elsewhere." "But the board are insisting that we cut back on expenditure so that we can deliver profits and dividends next financial year. In the past, shareholders enjoyed strong dividends from Luminaria every year. Now, for the past 3 years in a row, there have been no dividends." "Well, that's because Kirkman's ill-fated acquisition cost Luminaria $10 million in losses," retorted Stacy. "We've been rebuilding and recovering ever since you came on board, and many improvements have been made. Things are going really well. Starship pilots are engaged and many are thriving and growing and achieving better results." "I know, but we're not yet achieving double-digit profits. Our expenses are high. These proposed changes to the royalty cap would make a significant difference." "Cut back on the training for the time being. Scarlett's Training Academy is costing far too much to run. I could run it from my substation for half the cost," insisted Stacy. "We're allowing 8% of our starship pilots to divert us from our strategy," bemoaned Zimmer. "But they account for 35% of our revenue, so we can't afford to disengage them," responded Stacy. "If we disband the academy, we'll be impeding the development of 92% of our galaxy. It's just not right that we're being held to ransom by these opportunistic starship pilots," said Zimmer. "Yes, they have far too much power," agreed Stacy. "We need to find a way of controlling them better."